dumadaloy ang ilog agusan. Oh, oh.
Lupa ang tanging yaman sa tribu'y nagbibigay buhay. Bundok tagapagtanggol ang mayapan.
Duyan ang sangkatauhan. Duyan ang kasaganaan. Duyan ang sangkatauhan. Duyan ang kasaganaan. Ang ilog mo ay daan, lagusan ng pagkakaisa. Daluyan ng pag-asa hanggang karagatan, hanggang kalangitan, hanggang kalangitan. Duyan ang sangkatauhan. Duyan ang kasaganaan.
Water covers 71% of this planet. It is vital for our survival. The human can survive without food for 21 days, but only up to 7 days without water. Even though it is vital for our survival, at the same time, it has been a cause for some of the major disasters throughout human history. My name is Uncle D. Join me on my detour. Our first stop for a river detour was Base Camp, the leading premier rafting company in Davao City. They would be our guides down the river today. I have worked with these guys before, and safety and fun is their game. After a short safety briefing, we signed our waivers and loaded up for the 1-hour drive to the source of the Davao River. Harness up, double check, make sure that the team is geared up. Life jackets are a must. If you happen to become unconscious sometime down the river, this life jacket would save your life. There is nothing embarrassing about wearing a helmet. You may think you have a hard head, but I guarantee you the boulders on the river are much harder. Protect the gray matter. Again, another safety drill. Safety, safety, safety. The final practice for rescuing your teammates. We then pray for God's safety as our lives are in His hands. It's time to hit the water.
Of the 71% that covers the Earth's surface, only 2.5% of it is actually fresh water that we can drink. The bad part of that is 98% of it is ice. Now, less than 0.3 is even drinkable water. That means that water is very, very valuable for the human survival. How we take care of that 0.3% relies on us. Now, we're gonna see waters, falls, and rapids. We're gonna see a lot of rapids today. Let me help you get in. Go all the way to the bottom. You got a kick, come on, you gotta help him.
Every river has a source. That's where the river begins its journey. The source of a river is usually found in high places, such as hills or mountains. As it flows downstream, it keeps on getting more and more water. so it actually becomes bigger along the way. A river can actually have more than one source. Some rivers begin where a natural spring releases water from deep underground, and it's mostly fresh water that flows across the surface of the land, or rainwater collected. Rivers carry water and nutrients to areas all around the earth. They play a very important part in the water cycle, acting as drainage channels for surface water. Rivers drain nearly 75% of the Earth's land surface. Rivers provide excellent habitat and food for many of the Earth's organisms. Many rare plants and trees grow along the rivers. Ducks, voles, and other animals make their homes on the river banks. Reeds and other plants also grow along the river banks. Other animals use the river for food and drink. Birds such as kingfishers eat small fishes from the river. In Africa, animals such as antelopes, lions, and elephants go to the river to drink water. In the river, though, other animals such as crocodiles live, which then in return eat those animals. River deltas have many different species of wildlife. Insects, mammals, birds, and even reptiles use the delta for their home and for food. Rivers provide travel route for exploration, commerce, and recreation. River valleys and plains provide fertile soils. Farmers in dry regions irrigate their cropland using water carried by irrigation ditches from rivers sometimes far away. Rivers are an important energy source. During the early industrial era, mills, shops, and factories were built near fast-flowing rivers where water could be used to power machines. Today, steep rivers are still used to power hydroelectric plants and their water turbines. With all extreme sports such as whitewater rafting, there is always the inherent risk of death. As we entered a bad section of the rapids, 2 of our team members actually fell off the raft and were sucked underneath the boat. Your body starts to panic, you're gasping for air, and as they were stuck underneath the boat, their life was on the line. Coming up next on Detour.
After trekking through hours of jungle, we have arrived at the falls. And I'm pretty sure this is the source of the cold springs. It is super, super cold. Let's find out what's underneath.
Previously on Detour. With all extreme sports such as whitewater rafting, there is always the inherent risk of death. As we entered a bad section of the rapids, 2 of our team members actually fell off the raft and were sucked underneath the boat. Your body starts to panic, you're gasping for air, and as they were stuck underneath the boat, their life was on the line. With all extreme sports such as whitewater rafting, there is always the inherent risk of death. As we entered a bad section of the rapids, 2 of our team members actually fell off the raft and were sucked underneath the boat. Your body starts to panic, you're gasping for air, and as they were stuck underneath the boat, their life was on the line.
What makes waterfalls is where you have a river or stream way up high and it's looking for the path of least resistance. In this case, over 50 feet above us, there's either a small stream or a small creek that has found its way to the river, but it traverses over the top of this cliff, giving us this waterfall. Now, places like this are extremely beautiful, but at the same time, if there's hard rains, this waterfall is even more torrent of water coming down. At the same time, it can also cause a lot of danger because it's dislodging rocks up at the top. So if it is a really rainy time and you're below a waterfall, you probably shouldn't be hanging out there because there's a chance you might get hit by a rock. So the fact that we got rain coming, we need to get out of here.
We went back to Maragusan to witness the beauty of their waterfalls. The water here was crystal clear. Waterfalls are a place where water flows over a vertical drop or a series of drops in the course of a stream or river. The highest waterfall in the world is actually found in Venezuela. It's called Angel Falls. It is 3,230 feet tall. To give you an idea how tall that is, you could stack nearly 81 buses end to end and it would be that tall. The first fall we went to, we actually had to walk an hour through thick jungle, rough terrain. To make it worse, it was actually starting to rain and the cliffs did not make it any safer.
I bet you the waterfall is 20 feet tall on it. Yeah, I got that feeling. I got that feeling. think about this place?
Sucks, man. Years, walk down, dead.
When we arrived at the waterfall, let's just say it was less than awe-inspiring. It was in fact a disappointment. However, we did find a dead serpent eagle, which our guide believed had been poached by someone earlier that day.
Aguila. Ooh, wow, look at the pretty beetles. Probably shot. We found a dead eagle. It's a serpent eagle. We found a dead eagle.
Apa yang low?
Wow.
Sayang.
Bago-bago lang yan matay. Trekking through hours of jungle, we have arrived at the falls. And I'm pretty sure this is the source of the cold springs. It's super, super cold. Let's find out what's underneath.
The second falls, however, was near the road, and it was even more magnificent than the first. Both waterfalls, though, were still in pristine condition. Even the one close to the road had been well taken care of.
Here we are at waterfall number 2 for today's detour. It's actually 12 waterfalls. We only get to go to one. This water is freezing cold again. I don't know why all the water's got to be so cold. And this is an amazing place that has been enjoyed by many generations and hopefully many generations to come. It's down to you and I whether we will take a detour to preserve these areas. Your choice.
Coming up next on Detour.
How we take care of this planet and how we take care of our water is very, very important. If by 2025, the Earth has an estimated, probably by that time, 9+ billion people that need this water to survive, how we take care of it right now is very, very important. It's your choice.
Previously on Detour.
After trekking through hours of jungle, we have arrived at the falls. And I'm pretty sure this is the source of the cold springs. It's super, super cold. Let's find out what's underneath.
Imagine being stranded in the ocean. Even though you're surrounded by ocean, you're going to die of dehydration. You can't drink the ocean water. This river, if you drank it, you'd be okay for a while, but because of parasites and everything else that's naturally found in the river, it's not what's considered potable. You would actually have to boil it and process it to be able to drink it. Now, the way we treat this river as it is in its natural state, it's clean. As we get closer to human civilization, you start having canals, you start having septic tanks being dumped into this river, which then causes it to become very polluted. As you get closer to the ocean, even more, you have factories and chemical waste being dumped in the river, which then goes straight out into the ocean. So how we take care of this planet and how we take care of our water is very, very important. If by 2025, the Earth has an estimated, probably by that time, 9+ billion people that need this water to survive, how we take care of it right now is very, very important. It's your choice.
My name is Uncle D, and we've just explored the amazing world of water. Now the choice is up to you, whether you take care of this amazing resource or whether we destroy it so the next generations have to clean it up. Life is a journey full of choices and consequences. Which path will you take?
Hey guys, my name is Monica and you are with me for another episode of Icons Diva. Today we're gonna talk about one of the most legendary American singers of all time. Her name is Miss Sarah Vaughan. So please join me, stick around as we know more about her life and her music here on Icons Diva. Sarah Lois Vaughan was born on March 27, 1924, and she died on April 3, 1990. She was an American jazz singer, and she was described by music critic Scott Yano as having one of the most wondrous voices of the 20th century. She was nicknamed Sassy and the Divine One. Vaughan was a 4-time Grammy Award winner, including a Lifetime Achievement Award. The National Endowment for the Arts bestowed upon her its highest honor in jazz, the NEA Jazz Masters Award in 1989. Comparisons were made between Vaughan's voice and that of opera singers. Let's find out why. Here are some of her videos entitled Misty, which was taken live from Sweden in 1964, and Shadow of Your Smile, also of the same year. Enjoy the videos!
We'd like to do a number that I recorded not too long ago. It's very beautiful, and we do hope that you enjoy. The shadow of your smile when you are gone. Will color Look into my eyes, my love, and see all the lovely things you are to me. A wistful little star was far too high. A teardrop kiss your lips, and so remember spring, all the joy that love can bring, I'll be remembering the shadow of your smile. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. Feel like I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Might be the sound of your hello, that music I hear. I get misty the moment you're near. You can see that you are leading me on, and it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's I'm following you on my own. Would I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove? I'm too misty and too much in love. You can see that you're leading me on, and it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice
and too much in love. We get too misty and too much in love.
Hope you guys like those videos. Maybe you are wondering why Sarah Vaughan was compared to opera singers. Well, according to jazz singer Betty Carter, with training, Vaughan could have gone as far as Leontine Price. Leontine Price was one of the renowned opera sopranos of that time. Bob James, Vaughan's musical director in the 1960s, said that the instrument was there, meaning her voice, but the knowledge, the legitimacy of that whole world were not for her. But if the aria were in Sarah's range, she could bring something to it that a classically trained singer could not. In a chapter devoted to Vaughan in his book Visions of Jazz, released last 2000, critic Gary Giddens described Vaughan as the ageless voice of modern jazz, of giddy post-war virtuosity, biting wit, and fearless caprice. He concluded by saying that no matter how closely we dissect the particulars of her talent, we must inevitably end up contemplating in silent awe the most phenomenal of her attributes, the one she was handed at birth, the voice that happens once in a lifetime, perhaps once in several lifetimes. Now you see what he was talking about in the series of videos that we will be showing to you, starting off with Scat Blues and to be followed by Over the Rainbow. Enjoy!
Shut up. Shabba-dabba-doo-ba-doo-doo-wee. Shabba-dabba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Shoo-doo-wee-doo-wee. Shabba-doo-wee-doo-wee-doo-wee-dabba-doo-ba-doo-boo. So-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Wow. Shoo-ba-doo-doo-ba-doo-doo. Wow. Shoo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Shabba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo.
Script niyo mo? Check. Hey. Ha? Pag-ingala na, inawain. Hello, check.
magiting sa manlulupit, di ka pasisingin sa lahat ng sisingin. Sa langit mo'y bagaw, wag na namin lamahal, ang sak na bumatawan mo'y dapat. Kanya nagdiginig, ang may di makikinig, lumad ang araw ng buwan, ating pagsinta ko'y ay langit sa piling mo. Sa piling mo, aming ligaya na pag may nag-aapi, ang mamatay lang dahil sa'yo.
Madam Secretary, and please acknowledge our guest for today's program, the city address of the city mayor. The guest.
We would like to acknowledge the following: the city mayor's family, relatives and friends, Congressman Lawrence Fortune, the vice mayor's family, relatives and friends, SP members, relatives and friends, the punong barangays and officials of the city government, the SP presidents and officials, the regional line agencies, the Accredited Farmers Association, the Accredited Civil Society Organization, the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, the RTC and the MTCC judges and prosecutors, the bank managers, the religious sectors, the academe, the business sectors, the PNP and the military, the media, the chiefs of offices, the city government employees, and the city government employees.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Now, please, let's have the roll call. Madam Secretary.
Honorable Jose S. Aquino II.
Present.
Honorable Glenn C. Karampatana.
Present.
Honorable Ferdinand Nalcott.
Present.
Honorable Rema Bordeos.
Present.
Honorable Derek A. Plaza.
Present.
Honorable Cromwell P. Nortega. Honorable Joseph Omar O. Andaya.
Present.
Honorable Cherry May G. Busa. Present. Honorable Vincent Rizal C. Rosario.
Present.
Honorable Ernest John C. Sanchez.
Present.
Honorable John Hill is Unay Sr.
Present.
Honorable Wincock L. Chang II.
Present.
Mr. Chairman, there are 12 members present.
With 12 members present, the chair declares quorum. We now go to item number 5, Madam Secretary.
Item number 5 is the reading and approval of the minutes of the previous special session.
The Honorable Cromwell P. Nortega is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To expedite and abbreviate today's special session, may I therefore move that the reading of the same dispense with and the same be approved by this august body.
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Kasamtangang ani atakaron dinhi sa FSUU gym kung asa ipahigayon ang State of the City Address sa atong Butuan City Mayor Rone Vicente Lagnada ug sa karon kompleto na ang atong gipaabot nga mga guest, lakip na ang pamilya ni Mayor, ang atong barangay ug local officials, mo man usab ang atong PNP, ang atong military ug uban pa. Sa karon si Mayor ana-ana sa atubangan o anytime by now magsugod na ang pahayag ni Butuan City Mayor Vicente Lagnada o mubalik ta unya alang sa dugang detalye.
It has been moved by the Honorable by the Honorable Ferdinand E. Nalcott that the agenda be approved. Any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, motion is approved. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Item number 8, first reading and referral to committees of proposed ordinances, resolutions, messages, communications, petitions, etc. None. Item number 9, committee reports. None. Item number 10, privileged are, peoples are. The state of the city address of Engineer Ronnie Vicente Conde Lagnada, City Mayor of Butuan City.
Honorable Presiding Chairperson,
Yes, the Honorable Rema Bordeos is recognized.
may I respectfully move to suspend the rules to give way to the Honorable City Mayor, the Honorable Ronnie Vicente Conde Lagnada, to deliver his State of the City address.
Mr. Chair, I second the motion.
It has been moved by the Honorable Rema Bordeos, duly seconded by the Honorable Derek Plaza, to suspend the rules to give way to the City Mayor, Engineer Ronnie Vicente Conde Lagnada, to deliver his State of the City address. Any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, motion is approved.
Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chairman Busa is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. May I respectfully move to create a committee to fetch the City Mayor, to be composed of Honorable Cromwell Ortega, Honorable John Hill Unay, and Honorable Joseph Omar Andaya.
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
It has been moved by the Honorable Chairman Busa, duly seconded by Honorable Vincent Rizal Rosario, to create a committee to fetch the City Mayor, to be composed of the Honorable Nortega, Honorable John Hill Unay, and Honorable Andaya. Any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, the Honorable Ernest Sanchez is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, just to pave way for the arrival of the City Mayor, Mr. Chairman, may I respectfully move for recess, Mr. Chair.
Recess.
Yeah.
Services Officer na.
Magsugod ang pahayag ni Butuan City Mayor Ronnie Vicente Lagnada atong mahinabi karon si Ma'am Josephine C. Kahules, GSO General Services Officer, atong hinabion si Ma'am kon unsang mga pipila sa mga nahimo nga kalambuan ni Mayor dinhi sa atong syudad. Ma'am, maayong hapon. Oo. Unsa ang mga pipila nga masaysay nimo nga mga nahimo sa atong mayor din sa atong syudad?
Maayong hapon no sa mga butuanon. Kini mao ang primero nga State of the City address sa atong halandong Mayor Engineer Ronnie Vicente Conde Lagnada. Din madungog sa katawhan sa butuan ang mga nahimo no sa atong syudad under his administration. So ang mga madumduman lang nako no nga pipila nga mga nahimo niya, of course, sa atong diha sa atong sa City Hall, o aduna kami mga housekeeping nga gipanghimo, adunay mga we have rationalization plan for our city government nga makatubag yun ang atong City Hall sa panginahanglan to deliver faster, easier, and better services to the people. Aduna kita bag-o nga mga equipments, di ba? We have 43 mini dump trucks, we have other equipments para mapadali, mapasayon nga matubag na gyud ang mga agulo awhag sa mga katawhan labi na dito sa atong rural areas nga maayo na gyud ang ilang kalsada. Awhag sa mga katawhan labi na dito sa atong rural areas nga maayo na gyud ang ilang kalsada. And then dihapon sa atong Butuan Medical Center no, paspas pod ang atong established our procurement office. So first time nino isa ni siya ka leap forward, spot on sa city government karon nga aduna nagyoy kaugalingon nga procurement office nga na-establish ang city government. And also this year ma-construct na pod pagsugod ang atong warehouse, then our archives office para gyud nga mapasiguro nga maproteksyonan ang mga kabtangan sa atong city government. We also have projects sa atong agriculture. In fact, nakadaog ang city national awardee on the quality corn, no? Gihatag kini sa Department of Agriculture nga usa ka award para sa city government. Ubay-ubay pa gyud ang madungog sa atong mga katawhan karon sa report sa atong city mayor, and I hope the people of Butuan will listen and also appreciate the efforts not only of the mayor, of course, with the help of our Sangguniang Panlunsod, headed by Vice Mayor, and of course, the city employees as well.
Daghang salamat, Ma'am Josephine Cajoles, no? O karon natay atong isunod ang usa sa atong mahinabi karon si Ma'am ayong hapon. O unsay ngalan nato, Ma'am?
I am Maria Ruth Hugao. I am now presently assigned as the OIC of the City Environment and Natural Resources Office.
Ma'am, unsay laom or unsay gi-expect nimo nga madungog karon sa State of the City address sa atong mayor?
Oh, daghan kaayog expectations. Like for example, siguro tanan, dili lang ako, no, are expecting some updates. What has been promised last SOCA, mo ni nga time karon mahibaw-an kung unsa man nahimo ba to, and at the same time siguro kana bang nagkwanta ba, nag-align ba ang mga efforts of different barangays to the dreams of the mayor when he sat in office. And other than that, not just the updates, but I'm expecting, as well as many people would also be expecting, nga kaning the city-state ni mayor will be giving us directions also. Where are we heading? So in a way, it will be a preparation and a giving of signal to all others unsa di ay ang gusto padungan sa Butuan. Because mind you, this is not just a thing of the city officials, or not of the heads of offices, but this is a thing that is a concern of all its constituents. Meaning, the mayor will be telling us where we are heading, and that should include all of us in the boat, no, in the Balangay boat. These are my expectations, and I think this may well represent a lot of Butuanons because as you can see right now, paspas ang development, and if there is development, naagyoy dapat panaghiusa, no, o pagkipaglambigit sa bawat nga constituent sa Butuan City. Okay, thank you.
So, maukad to ang mga pipila sa mga nakaila ni or nag-expect, isa sa mga nag-expect sa mga mugawas nga hisgutan karon ni mayor, o ato pong nahinabi ang usa sa mga official sa LGU Butuan kundi gihisgutan ni Ma'am Josephine Gaina, no, nga ang pipila gihisgutan ni Ma'am ang pipila sa mga nahimo sa atong mayor dinhina sa dakbayan sa Butuan, og alang sa dugang detalye mobalik ta unya.
We would also like to acknowledge the Department of Education Division of Butuan City, headed by our Schools Division Superintendent, Mr. Romeo Owa Provichar Seso 6, and Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Jeannie L. Mativo, and the Agusan National High School Chorale with their principal, Dr. Roel Gabor. And also, we would like to remind everybody in attendance that should you wish to go to the comfort room, you may do the same now, as you will not be allowed to leave the gymnasium as soon as the City Mayor starts delivering his State of the City address. Thank you. Once again, reminding our participants or everybody in attendance that should you wish to go to the comfort room, you may do the same now, as you will not be allowed to leave the gymnasium as soon as the City Mayor starts delivering his State of the City address. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable City Mayor of Butuan City, Engineer Ronnie Vicente Conde Lagnada. At this point, the City Mayor will be welcomed by the City Vice Mayor, Honorable Jose S. Aquino II, together with Honorable...
Balik ta karon sa atong live telecast dinhi sa 2018 State of the City Address sa atong Mayor Ronnie Vicente Lagnada ug atong mahinabi karon ang Information Officer sa City Hall mo si Ma'am May Diaz. Ma'am, maayong hapon.
Okay, sir, good afternoon. Good afternoon and good afternoon also to the viewers of NMBS Bee TV.
Ma'am, unsay atong ma-expect nga hisugutan karon ni Mayor sa iyang pahayag?
Okay, so atong gi-expect no, isa sa mga mahisgutan sa State of the City Address ni City Mayor Ronnie Vicente Lagnada isang about sa accomplishments na nahimo sulod sa 2 years niyang pangatungdanan dinhi sa syudad sa Butuan o ang uban pang mga kalambuan na nakabot na uba sa iyahang administration.
Ma'am, naa na ba karon si Mayor dinhi sa sulod sa gym?
Okay, actually, kagaina pa jud ready, no? Si City Mayor Ronnie Vicente Lagnada. O gado na lang ya mga giandam pa, nga mga kinahanglan para dinhi. Actually, naana siya dinhi karon o for a matter of a minute lang, ato na jud madunggan ang city address ni Mayor Lagnada.
Salamat kayo, Ma'am. Oo. Maukad to ang atong nahinabi si Ma'am May Diaz, ang Information Officer sa Butuan City Hall. O karon, anytime by now, magsugod na ang State of the City Address ni Butuan City Mayor Vicente Lagnada. O alang sa dugang detalye, mubalik taon niya sa atong live telecast.
Please sit down. Madyaw nga hapon kaniyo tanan. My respect to my fellow public servants, Congressman Lawrence Lemuel H. Fortun, 1st District of Butuan, Bagusan del Norte, members of the 14th Sangguniang Paglunsod, headed by Vice Mayor Jose Joboy S. Aquino. Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan officials of all 86 barangays, thank you for coming. Directors of the different regional line agencies, representatives from the business sector, the religious sector, the academe, accredited civil society organizations, and farmer associations. The urban poor sector is here, I hope. Members of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, bank managers, media institutions, chief of offices and City Hall employees, fellow public servants, family and friends, a pleasant afternoon. So again, good afternoon. Today, I take the privilege and honor to report to you, my fellow Butuanons, on how we are as a city today. So I will talk about where we are today vis-a-vis where we are headed and what still need to do in order to get there. So I shall frame my report to the people, so around 5 development areas that we are mandated to govern, and these are, so each in these areas economic development, environment, infrastructure, social development, and institutional. In each of these areas, we begin by defining the strategic development context. It describes the challenges and our strategic approach in addressing them. From here, we identify priority focus projects that we deem are critical in attaining our vision to be a hub city of opportunities for all that spurs and supports sustainable development, especially for Caraga region. We are all committed by turning Butuan into a competitive, livable, and sustainable smart eco city. This is the transformation journey that we have dubbed as Butuan On. Butuan On has three stages. First, last year, we switched on Butuan. So that's turning the ignition. It's about housekeeping and house cleaning, streamlining, and planning. It's about generating commitment and allocating resources. Second is spot on. Being on the mark of what we have switched on, this is about execution and rollout. This is the next stage. And the third is destination itself, which we dub as full on. So this is delivering the promise, bringing the dream into reality, sustaining what has been started or fruits are already realized and enjoyed. So in today's state of the city address, I take pride in sharing with you our spot-on stories as well as switch-on initiatives. We also identify those critical must-win battles that are yet to be switched on. First is on the economic front. Himsog nga agrikultura, ligon nga industriya, ug baskog nga ekoturismo. This is our mantra. We are guided by this principle in our strategy to make our economy robust and vibrant. Our economic development agenda is anchored on three areas, namely agriculture and fishery development, ecotourism, trade, and industry. So on agriculture and fishery area, let me contextualize our strategy. Agri-fishery development in Butuan City is hounded by traditional and reactive implementation of interventions through dole-outs and dispersal of farm input. Sige lang kita hatag. Way klaro nga output. So in 2016, we rolled out our sleeves, set the directions of our economic governance, and crafted the strategic plan for agriculture fishery sector towards, number one, agro-industrial development, and number two, as a center of excellence in organic agriculture. We switched this on in year 2007. In investment plan was adopted by the Regional Development Council. The City Commodity Investment Plan identifies our prime agricultural commodities, namely, just to cite a few, banana, coconut, cacao, rubber, and coffee. So it defines the roadmap of our niche commodities by pursuing a diversified farm model through rubber, cacao, coffee, falcata farming integration facility. So this is embedded in our 5-year agri-fishery modernization plan for 2017 up to 2022, which enumerates the needed intervention to signify, steer in achieving our city visions. We also switch on as a center of excellence in organic agriculture by establishing the Butuan City Rice Research Center through SP Ordinance 14-150-2017. Our initial technology demonstration for our Rice Research Center proved that indeed organic rice production is profitable and sustainable. But again, taod pa'y kuwang ang mga infrastruktura, especially on irrigation. That's why we need to address that also, especially on the engineering side of our facilities. So throughout our promotion of the rubber, cacao, coffee, falcata integration, diversified farming, construction of ring and radial roads leading to production areas and ecotourism zones are now initiated. We have also commenced the procurement process for the concreting of the Lawaan to Tudol Farm to Market Road, a 9.8 kilometer situated in the co-management area in Barangay Tungawan, San Mateo. So we are also spot on in the establishment of the Rice Research Center as we started the development of access road and site development of the center. So again, 2 years from now, as production area for rubber, cacao, coffee, falcata, integrated diversified farms expand to reach its economic scale, it is expected that Butuan City becomes the hub of agri-industry processing and marketing for rubber, chocolate, coffee, and various forest product. For Butuan lang yan. At doon sa nato ang mga silingan ta. Agusan del Sur, Surigao del Sur, Surigao del Norte, or even Hingoog and Bukidnon as possible source or production areas. So as a center of excellence in organic agriculture, we will be full on to operate on 2 LGU farm schools in organic rice production at our rice center and organic high-value crops production at Pigdaulan Integrated Diversified Organic Farm. So, on our trade and industry strategy, our city's trade and industry promotions office come up with a development and a plan, and also we would like to ease of doing business to all investors in compliance mode and merely transactional as of now, di ba? So, basig pwede i-level up, mapaspas ang atong business processing para ang mga investor dili mo shy away. So, this result, kaning atong pagka merely transactional lang sa atong mga trabaho, this result to slump in the competitiveness of Butuan City among the highly urbanized city. Medyo nabiyaan ta. So we need really to check on this. So in 2016, we initiated housekeeping, operation assessment, and organizational review of concerned offices. So nonetheless, we have identified that information technology solution can leapfrog our
competitiveness index. So I think technology, IT solutions should be in place. So we switch on by benchmarking the best governance practices of local government units and agencies. We also discuss with national government agencies to provide us with technical and financial assistance to improve ease in doing business and competitiveness. So aquaculture rehabilitation of roughly 500 hectares for Butuan and another 2,000 hectares around the city or neighboring province of aquaculture, especially crab, prawns, fish. So bringing back the glory days of the 80s. This is a big industries in the 80s. This is a billion industry nga atong gipabayaan and was destroyed because of chemical farming. We have to respect nature. Against, because of bioscience technology, there's a new technology now from Japan, which we access, I think can revive our soil and our water para maabot na nato ang mga high-yielding products na atong i-expect. Naana na siya, mangupya na lang ta, di na ta mo reinvent. So, di ba, kato nga panahon, Councilor Omar is here, was also in the prawn industry. In the 80s, he mentioned that this is really a billion peso industry. So kung ato ning mabalik, this is even more than mining. Even rice. Taod. Ay galangon nato, we are sitting in a mountain of gold, but we are blind. Mula kitag buta nga gaingkod sa bulawan nga bukid. Wa ka kita nga ngatong giingkuran mountain of gold di ay. So again, we are spot on by embarking into computerization program, automation, that will greatly improve our ease in doing business. Wala na'y manual intervention. So application and issuance of business permits, processing and payment of real property taxes, and provision of incentives to business enterprises can be facilitated in real-time scenario with minimum engagement or human interface with LGU personnel will be limited already. So these business transactions can even be made in satellite location outside City Hall. So by 2020, I hope we can develop this system. Or even 2019. We want to fast-track this. We want to fast-track this system. Ongoing na ni siya karon ang automation process. So we would like also to develop our economic zones. Hopefully by year 2020 or 2022, sana mapa-approve na nato ang atong mga proposed economic zones such as the Masao Logistics Services Economic Zone, Tagibo Agro-Industrial Park, Bansa Wood-Based Industry Eco Zone, and the Butuan Business IT Park. And there are also 2 private sectors who are proposing for privately led economic zones for Butuan City as of now. So these special economic zones will certainly enhance our competitiveness as more jobs and related enterprises will be generated. So kung naano yung mga eco zones, it means jobs for the Butuanons. So lastly, our eco-tourism strategy. What is this? So again, tourism development of Butuan City is events management oriented as of now. Butuan City as a tourism destination relies heavily on its rich culture and heritage. We have this rich culture and heritage mga suon ko. We had an identity and development direction crisis in tourism governance. So in 2017, we communicated our city brand to the whole nation that we are on a journey to becoming a city ascending Butuan on last year. We rebooted our tourism trust while revitalizing the organizational complement and upgraded the operation of the City Tourism Office. Included in the City Tourism Development Strategy are the support infrastructures or the projects that are key in synergizing our heritage niche along with the socio-economic development and ecological sustainability. So our tourism brand is anchored on two attractions. One is heritage and festivals and ecotourism. So for our ecotourism destination, we are developing a river, mountain, and a sea mix. So, number one, on the river park, at the Agusan River, kita naman siguro ninyo na, ongoing ng construction na ada sa Ilao Magsaysay Bridge. That's for culture and heritage tourism. And we have also, nara sa atong likod, Mount Mayapay. We have mountain, we need to do some, develop it maybe for like a mountain resort. So nami tulo ka bukid nga gi-identify. So, Mayapay, base sa Mount Hilong-Hilong, o kana siguro ito atong diya sa Tungaw dapit. So, ang ikatulo, naman tayo gwapo nga beachfront, black sand lang. Black sand lang siya. Pero kung ato nang i-develop diya sa Masaw padung sa Buena Vista, that would be, we can have a mile-long beachfront from Masaw to Tinago, Buena Vista. That's for leisure and recreation tourism. So this is massive investment that we can all be proud of. Riverside Park and a marina, sa Agusan River, will bolster heritage tourism, as it will be a site for arts and culture experiences. I would like to thank DPWH for allotting 1 billion investment for that. Kita naman siguro mo sa namay gihimo si former Boy Daco Plaza katong under kang Architect Palafox. Mao na nga model ato lang gitweak gamay with marina. Mao na siya. And we access finance for that already. It's already ongoing. So these are the spots ons. Again, to be implemented, already implemented, and to be finished from 2019 to year 2020. So we have mountain resorts on 3 areas. Akong gibention kaya Mount Mayapay, base sa Mount Hilong-Hilong, Tungaw Las Nieves kung management area. I think could also qualify as a tourism area. So all these have a total of almost 1 billion investment through the convergence of DPWH, of course, the Department of Tourism. This is a convergence effort for both national government agencies. Salamat kadyaw. They have also funded the access road, the Masaw Port Road, around 240 million for the going to the Buena Vista Beach frontline for leisure and recreation tourism. Again, salamat again DPWH and DOT. Hatag sila 120 this year, na sila program 240 for last year, na sila program around 120 million for this year. So these are the 3 big ticket items for our tourism development. So in support of our tourism development strategy, we switch on our tourism site development projects by unlocking access and support to the following. Number 1, Kanang ato pong Pagatpatan Wetland Center, natay 11 million diha. Atong Waterways Development Tourism, sa atong church ruins dito sa bansa, natay gibutang 70 million this year, o naana po'y another 120 million for 2019. Salamat sa mga initiative again sa atong mga partners, especially in Congress, Congressman Lau Fortun. Napo tayo rehabilitation of the Buod Promontory and Eco Park. Ibudgetan nato nag 5.6 million. Again, technical and financial assistance from TIESA for the formulation of the Butuan City Tourism Master Plan. We need to have this plan. So salamat TIESA. So as we gear towards becoming the MICE Center, or the Meetings, Incentives, Convention and Exhibition Destination, or MICE, in Mindanao, we are spot on institutionalizing the tourism service standards in all tourism-related establishments here in the city of Butuan. So again, we need to professionalizing the tourism services, such as housekeeping, waitering, tour, guiding services that should yield pleasant guest experience in the city. So we are also spot on in the implementation of infra support tourism sites with the ongoing construction access roads leading to the tourist sites with a cumulative aggregate cost of 385 million. Kung imo nang i-total 385 kana nga mga projects, ilang na ko isasahon kay malangan na ta. So again, indeed, in 2 to 3 years siguro, Butuan City as a heritage tourism destination is within reach, I think. So, as we will be constructing an international convention center diya sa atong business IT park, that can cater to more than at least 3,000 to 5,000 people. Siguro by then, we can host national and international conference in the future. So as more tourists live over here in our city, I think also it can generate jobs and investment shall abound. So daghay negosyo nga musud, kay naaman ang kwarta musulod. We go now to the environmental front. Again, limpyo nga dakbayan, baskog nga kinaiyahan. So mao kani ang atong gidamgo alang sa atong syudad, sa atong dakbayan. So on solid waste management. So ang basura sa Butuan has always been a problem in our city since I assumed office 2 years ago. We saw how the management of our solid waste was in a disarray. Nakita nato ang mga unsegregated garbage, maski asa-asa na lang gipanghagbong, labi na dito sa barangay Dulag. So, this prompted us to close down the Dulag dam site to prevent further degradation of the land and to comply with the environmental laws. Atong gipasira ang dam site dito. So with this, we were left with no choice but to open the Dumalagan landfill, the sanitary landfill. So I also issued Executive Order number 191 to comply with RA 9003, or the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act. So we have also enacted the Anti-Illegal Dumping Ordinance in order to fortify our enforcement of these laws. So however, we are still faced with the problems as illegal dumping of unsegregated waste is still beset our city. Daghan pagyapoy baga labog maski asa. So while we do not want to collect this unsegregated waste, we are hostage to do so in order to clean up our city. This resulted in the overtaxing of our sanitary landfill. So the need to fast-track the improvement of our sanitary landfill has become imperative. Through our internally generated funds, we have allocated funds for the purchase of around 5 to 6 hectares adjoining the lot to utilize it as a segregation area or an MRF facility which we need to build there. So we also allocated 50 million peso from a loan facility we got from DBP. So purposely to improve our sanitary landfill. So currently we have 22 barangays that have a functional material recovery facility. Only 22. We have also acquired 43 mini dump trucks, new mini dump trucks, Japanese trucks, and now being utilized, distributed to different barangay that will be utilized in the garbage collection. So again, of these 43 urban barangays, there are 21 who have limitation of putting a functional MRF or material recovery facility. So to address their need, we clustered some of them into groups. Then we will assign a host barangay to accommodate the facility. So the north side, maybe Barangay Pagatpatan. On the east, maybe Barangay Baan. On the south, maybe Pangabugan. On the west, na naman ang Dumalagan. So our city Inro will provide enabling tools and mechanism like plastic and biodegradable shredders for the host barangays. I think in 2 years, we will see a 100% compliance of waste segregation. I hope this is a top challenge in the city. And if we can develop our facility in Barangay Dumalagan, then it's high time that we really enforce the law. So, ako na ning isulti karon pa para dili mo matinga o di mo magulat. Pag abot sa panahon, nga mo impose na gid me, medyo manglatos na punta panagsa. On the watershed development, forest, mangrove, and marine development and protection programs, in order to ensure sustainability of our development trust, we need to ensure that we protect, develop, and rehabilitate our environment from our watersheds, forest, and mangrove areas. Along this area, we have achieved significant milestones, namely, we have amended the Watershed Code by expanding the membership of the Butuan Watershed Management Council to include the Armed Forces of the Philippines and other potent environment-oriented NGOs and CSOs. So ato ning gi-expand ang membership para daghanay mudakop labi na kanang nay mga mahilig og illegal. We have also trained, or we have come up a unit, we call it the Task Force Butuan, to monitor and enforce the law. Under training na ang half-ani by the Armed Forces of the Philippines. So we have also reoperationalized the Tagibu Watershed Management Council and have 45 our planning in this area. We are also talking to various sectors, especially on the academe, the religious, the barangays, and all stakeholders, so we can come up with a real good solutions. We have also strengthened our enforcement regulatory policies in managing our forest. We are continually reviewing and assessing our co-management programs with DENR. I hope you will sit down with me. And I would also like to ask in CIP and other national government agencies to sit down with Butuan City to address and strengthen our enforcement policies, regulatory policies. So we have also strengthened our partnership with the barangays and other agencies for forest management programs for ecotourism. So our administration has also provided assistance and complementation in this area. So continuous review and assessment is also being undertaken while we operationalize and upgrade our mangrove development and protection program as well as our marine sanctuaries. So on wastewater management program, aside from solid waste management, so water waste management is also one of our prime concern. We cannot just pump our water waste into the rivers. And atong mga rivers, atong mga streams, kay moabot man sa atong ocean later. So again, it will have a negative effect on our environment. And we are aware of that. So again, in 2016, we have undertaken assessment and planning to address this area. Hence, in the following year, a feasibility study on water treatment facility was conducted. This year, a full feasibility study is now being undertaken by the Department of Public Works consultants together with the BCWD. So, moving forward on the green energy program. So the development and optimal use of our green energy or renewable energy sources is imperative in our city's sustainability agenda. This is an important development strategy that is vital to addressing the challenges of climate change, energy security, and access to energy. So in 2016, we immediately ventured a pre-FS or a pre-feasibility study in this area, and now a full-blown feasibility study was also undertaken last year. So this year, we access finance. Actually, we access finance in this project through the joint credit mechanism. This is a facility with the Japanese government. Di ba may ani si Prime Minister Abe? Na sila'y bilateral agreement na pirmahan at that visit with the Japan and the Philippine government. We call it the joint credit mechanism, wherein all green projects will be subsidized by the Japanese government 50% on electromechanical components. So mugwapo ang atong model if we develop. 50% is subsidized sa government of Japan. So at least ang atong financial model mugwapo. So this is also in collaboration the Ministry of Environment. Actually, mao na akong giadto sa Japan last 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, last month. And the Ministry of Environment of Japan already approved 3 projects for the city of Butuan. Actually, we are the first to access this finance, Butuan City. And there's another big ticket project, hopefully by next year, to be undertaken by the Japan government. This is already in the Philippine Energy Plan. It's already listed in the Philippine Energy Plan on the renewable energy program. So with our trust of making the city ascend, it is imperative that we carefully plan our city land use also. Atong land use plan, especially in our parks and open spaces. So these open spaces provide a reprieve in the fast-paced and highly urbanized city like ours. Hence, proper land use planning is of utmost importance in my administration. Di ta gusto nga mapareho ta sa Cebu, Cagayan de Oro, Metro Manila, on other major cities nga puro na lang building, walay open space. Mas gwapo siguro itong napoy open space. Maski 60-40 na lang nga ratio. Binlangin na ito open space for parks. Diba? Para makahungahok po na nga itong syudad. Again, on parks and open spaces development, when we assumed office, we immediately did a housekeeping and thorough assessment and planning to address this concern. This is where we saw that a lot of improvement was needed to be done. So this year, our upgrading efforts will commence. Okay, on the social development front, responsive social services is the key to a happy and vibrant people. Improving the people's welfare in health, education, housing, and the social aspect of development. So the social development agenda is anchored on improving the people's welfare in areas of health, education, adequate food and housing, social services, among others. It is aimed at uplifting the living conditions of every individual, especially in the marginalized sector, trigger the expansion of the middle class, and achieve a society where poverty is a thing of the past. Medyo taas nga order, no? It's a very tall order. But kano sa man dahi tamo sugod, we have to start now. So in order to achieve this, our approach is to focus on 8 areas of concern. And these are the basic social services that directly impact the lives and well-being of our fellow Botswanon, namely health, social welfare, peace and order, education, housing, and employment. So several of our programs are on switch on, and these are on health services. For the health services, we apply the holistic preventive, curative, and nutritive area of medical service, which we endeavor to be accessible. So with state-of-the-art equipments manned by medical professionals in different fields of specialization. So this year, a pre-FS study is undertaken for the building of a new 200-bed capacity at the Butuan Medical Center. Funding was already allocated, again, through a loan facility with the Development Bank of the Philippines. So we are also able to hire 10 more doctors from different fields of specialization, which resulted to an increase of the inpatient catered to 105% and outpatients catered to 186% compared to previous years. There's also a construction of new facility to house X-ray machine, CT scan, MRI, and it's now 85% completed. We also increase the enrollment of the PhilHealth beneficiary to 3,000 this year. Gidugangan na to 3,000 ang mga PhilHealth beneficiary. So now it's totaling to around 17,000 from 14,000. Through the collaboration with the Sangguniang Panglusod, we were able to enact the consignment system ordinance to supplement our procurement of medicines. Sa una, ang average nato sa no balance billing sa atong mga indigent patients, mo average rag 43%. Now, we're doing 82% sa atong NBB. On the health services, we saw several programs that are now on spot-on mode. These are on the preventive side, in order to prevent like measles outbreak, which has caused alarm in 2016. So a massive vaccination was implemented in partnership with the Department of Health that saw a total of 34,992 children vaccinated out of the target 40,201 children, or 87% attainment. We have also health caravans. We also started to implement the health caravan in at least 5 barangays that offered a community-based treatment and prevention services to our constituents. Additionally, we were able to activate the City Anti-Drug Abuse Council, or the CADAC. This is a social intervention assessment of drug surrenderies, and also implement the drug assessment for drug clearing. We also implemented the voluntary counseling and testing, or the BCT, to determine the HIV status and other sexually transmitted diseases. I'm alarmed about this because Butuan is now tagged as one of the high rates of HIV cases. So this is a warning. Tawad HIV nga ni Butuan. So community-based health services is one area that we need to strengthen. On the nutrition, or the nutritive side, we implemented through the City Nutrition Office the Operation Timbang, targeting children 0 to 59 months old coming from the vulnerable sector to ensure that they are well nourished. In the implementation of the program, we saw 97.6% out of the targeted 51,000 malnourished children that attained their normal weights after undergoing program. Pero mas madyaw siguro mangimbitar kitang private sector para matabangan ang atong nutrition office para klaro gid nga moabot gid sa katawhan ang mga nutritive programs nato. So again, we are opening up City Hall on this. So again, for non-government organizations, civic societies, we have already formed the People's Council of the City of Butuan, and we are inviting you in. Please be on board on this. So on the social services aspect, through the CSWD, we have also these programs on Spot On Mode. Recently, we earned the regional and national award for being a child-friendly city, recognizing our efforts at addressing the challenges on the street children, children in conflict with law, and other socially challenged youth in our city. And we would like to thank our partners, especially the NGOs, the academe, especially FSUU, on this effort. So on April 5, 2018, we inaugurated also a 4 million worth home for the boys facility located in Barangay Antongalon, which can currently house 26 children ages 5 to 18. Naputay Tawag Center, a special care facility, was also scaled up to meet the needs of our different street children. So again, trainings and other interventions were provided to parents and guardians of children as an interventions to educate them on various social concerns. We also strengthened our partnership with the different stakeholders to secure the future of these children. Again, we would like to partner whoever are groups that are interested. Okay, this is really for the future of these children. So we need partnership with all sectors on this. So moving forward on peace and order. Peace and order. We were able to establish a framework and system of the holistic and integrated approach, namely enforcement, education, and engagement. So there is a dramatic decrease in crime volume from 2,548 in 2016 to 2,096 to 2017. If the trend continues until the end of the year, we will see a lesser crime volume maybe. So, be that as may, we will not stop in working doubly hard to address criminality in this city. I would like to thank the Butuan City Police Office, labi na hatong Mayo, for sa atong May Festival, sa atong Balanghay Festival, for having a remarkable zero crime rate during that time. So laong nila, Butuan kuno gubot. Pero data shows Butuan is comparatively one of the safest cities among the key cities in Mindanao. Murag kita'y pinakaubos of crime rate. I think we have a data on that. We can present that later maybe. So these comparative charts that in fact we have the lowest crime and we are still not crime-free city. Napagyapon. But it is totally wrong to describe the city as unsafe. Unya nata mamulitika. Di man ana ka problematic ang Butuan. Mas labad pa ang Cagayan de Oro, Davao, Jensan kaysa Butuan City. So to support the PNP's effort to curb crime in the city, para gid nato masugpo na may kwartang syudad, nagpalita og 9 ka 4-wheel drive troop carrier vehicles para sa atong kapulisan. O gidungangan nato ka 18 ka motorcycle to augment the force. Unya, miingon pagyud ang Philippine National Police because of our effort, dungangan pagikuno nila 7 ka troop carrier. So di na gid siguro mahutan ni atong mga kapulisan og mga sakyanan. So as a matter of fact, also 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, na may DND DILG Summit diri sa Butuan, sa Caraga Region, na si DND Secretary Lorenzana o DILG Secretary Anyo, na po ang AFP, na ang PNP, and we discussed the security level of the city of Butuan. Kaya napamanta sa level 2. Ang Cagayan, level 1. Ang Jensan, level 1. Ang Davao, level 1. Wa mangani tay bombing diri. Ingon nila, nalimtan daw nila. Ilang i-downgrade to level 1 ang atong security level. Para naapoy investor mo anhi diri. Kay makakahadlok ang mga investor kung naapata sa level 2. Muratag pariharata dito sa Marawi. Di man tayo ngani diri, di ba? Kamo, naman mo diri. So again, moving forward, we go to on the education side. Our City Education and Literacy Services Offices, or CELSO, have implemented various programs. So we continually improve our literacy program. As such, we were finalists in the National Search for Outstanding City Literacy Award in 2017. Awardee ang Butuan City. So our youths were being sent to various international gatherings and various educational and skills activities were staged, customized to the need where your youth are comfortable to learn and improve by the help of TESDA also. Salamat, TESDA. Kani, on the housing program. So, you know, this is a big challenge. We are currently maintaining the facilitating 100 plus city-assisted homeowners association, pagkadaghan, where a challenge for occupancy and repayment is a major concern. Daghay housing projects ang syudad, pero it's in a mess. So for 2017, we started streamlining measures to clean up these sites from illegal occupancy and as much massive inventory atong gihimo. Ato ning inventaryo karon. So inventory activities were undertaken. So we also see an improvement of the collection. in 2017. So the City Housing and Development Office were able to collect 9.8 million in lot amortization and 4.7 million in the first half of 2008 already, compared to like 1 million lang previous years ang nakolekta. Karon na at least almost 10 million last year, then another 10 million siguro next year, additional funds for our coffers. So new collaboration with the Gawad Kalinga, I think. I'm inviting also Gawad Kalinga to come in. Unsa pa may na mga housing programs, Couples for Christ, you can come in. Has resulted, I think, can result to really come up with good projects in the near future. Let this organization be on board to these activities. So lastly, on employment program. So again, we were able to implement the following special programs for employment for students, some regular job fairs, special recruitment activities. But again, if we really want more employment for our cities, we need to build the basic infrastructure first. We need to come up with good infrastructure para mosulod ang investors, then job creation follows. So, again, let's talk on institutional governance. Butuanon, a city ascending, looks at our institutional governance through the four perspective of balance scorecard. 1, financial management. 2, internal and core processes. 3, learning and growth. And 4, constituents focused. So on financial management, for financial and resource management, Butuanon means efficient, accountable, and transparent stewardship of financial resources. Switch on, we have switched on through adopting IT solution for financial management and revenue generation. Nanatay gikuha nga mga software developer, kato ng mga 4th generation softwares, dili itong mga 1st generation, itong mga alpha version, kato ng mga working softwares nga gipanggamit na sa mga best or mga best practice LGUs. So naana na siya karon with a meager amount of investment for the city of Butuan. So indeed, we are on spot on as we institutionalize our internal audit service. We come up with a new office, the Internal Audit Service Office. There should be an internal auditing in local governance. Kay wala yan eh. Ato nang gibutang karon, in place na siya. And we will institutionalize also our procurement office. So internal control, then institutionalize the procurement office. Naanapod ang procurement office, institutionalize na siya. So duha atong gihimo para ma-address atong internal control system. Now we have faster, better, and transparent procurement system. Kay last year murag nagbagot-bot pa ko aning procurement, pero now ga-improve, ga-level up na ang atong procurement system. Pero kuwang pagamay, more challenge. So para ang prompt payment, procure goods, infra, and ang mga services must ma-delivered faster. So I think on a full-on issue, as our computerization and networking system are installed, I think by the year 2000, by the year end siguro 2018, pag ma-install na ni, we will be full-on to have a responsive and real-time financial management and optimize revenue generation and enhance resource or fund assessing from national government agencies and overseas development assistance funds. So I hope human nato ni by year end. On process na siya karon. So on the internal processes, Butuanon means efficient and effective internal and core office processes and office standards and other standards. So again, we have switched on to adapting IT solutions. Kay IT, I think, is the solution really for us to be operational and we improve our administrative management system. So I think with this project, this will leapfrog our efficiency and efficacy by at least 300%. Mo triple ang atong maybe on the revenue generation aspect. On learning and growth. Learning and growth means reliable, adaptive, initiative, innovative, technical equipped, and motivated LGU bureaucracy. So again, we aspired to switch on the rationalization of LGU's structure and capability building of human resources, especially on leadership. So, not only on leadership, but also on administration and planning. So, operations, administration, and planning. We want to double our efforts on these venues. Nonetheless, we have switched on the institutionalization of our recruitment, selection, placement, rewards, and recognition system. We have made breakthroughs in alignment of our office performance and commitment reviews, or the OPCRs, and enhanced the engagement of our LGU personnel. So amo na ning gi-implement. 2012 pa ni siya required by the civil service, and we are now implementing this through a scorecard system. OPCRs. This is the office performance and commitment reviews of each offices. So indeed, we are spot on our performance management system through the Strategic Performance Management System, or the SPMS, championed by the civil service. So as a civil servant, we are all here to provide total customer satisfaction. So our purpose is to provide service anytime, every time for our constituents. We are about to switch on Butuan on Wheel. Kaning Butuan on Wheel is we want City Hall to go to the far-flung areas of our city. Dili lang kay ang mga tao mo yung ato City Hall. So it's City Hall going outside. On wheels. We call it Butuan on Wheels. So para po madala nato ang serbisyo ba sa doorstep sa atong mga constituents. Dili lang kay sila ray sige adto City Hall. So we are spot on also extending financial assistance to our constituents, especially through government programs, ISDAP, PCSO, Mayor's Discretionary Fund, LGU Support Fund, natay mga funds ani para maka-extend tag financial assistance sa atong mga constituents. So our barangay, various barangay water system and other infrastructure are now also being enjoyed by our constituents. And this is my highlight. Being a civil engineer, I'm now focusing on infrastructure development. Kay kabalo ko, nga no great city is built without a great infrastructure. Infrastruktura gyud. So, this has been our battle cry in our vision to build a competitive, sustainable, and livable city. Kung way maayo nga infrastruktura, walay mosulod nga investor diri, or mayibin mo tanaw sa Butuan kung dili ta preparado. Kani nga mga investor, importante ni sa ato kay mauni sila ang mo create og mga well-paying jobs for the Butuanon. So our approach for infrastructure strategy is not just to meet the current needs of the city, but ensuring that we are future-ready and future-proof. So I am happy to declare that we have gained tremendous confidence from various financial institutions, such as the Japan's Ministry of Economic Trade and Industry, or METI, Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JICA, for being a model in building high-quality infrastructure through public-private partnership, or PPPs. Along this line, we are also cited by the United Nations Economic Commission for Europe as a best practice in PPP last year, 2017. So this recognition of our good governance paves way for us to access the joint credit mechanism of Japan. Ito akong i-mention kanina. The implementation of our infrastructure strategy is driven by the following modes of funding. Number one, congressional initiative. Naaman si Congressman Lau Fortun dire. So our collaboration and the initiative of our first district representative of Agusan del Norte, Congressman Lau Fortun, di lang sa pagpahambog 2016 at a tune of 4 billion. 2017 at a tune of 5 billion. 2018 at a tune of 6 billion. Lao, sa 19, pwede ba 7 to 8 billion na? Makita na ninyo, suroy mo sa Tibok Butuan, asa na gipamutang nga mga projects. Hantod sa bukid, naa dito, highways ang gipanghimo. Dili farm to market roads, highways, DPWH standard, lagpad. Major highways, 4 lanes. Major highways, ang new trust namo karon, we've been sitting down this with DPWH. Major highways, maybe 6 to 8 lanes. Then secondary highways, at least 4 lanes. Then, ang pinakagamay 2 lanes. Pag subdivision na lang na, ay na sa highways. Kay gamay. Again, sa national and international institutions, we enrolled our 6 to 8-year infrastructure development strategy to the public investment plan of the National Economic Development Authority, or NEDA, through the Regional Development Council, the RDC. Naman siguro si Ma'am Popop dere, taga NEDA. So the plan nga gisubmit sa Butuan is a 68 billion infrastructure investment for the next 6 to 8 years. Dagay niingon, nung sa mana si Mayor, nagdamgo naman siguro na siya. Well, may na lang nang magdamgo. It will always starts in a dream. So, ingon pa ni Omar, ganina, to borrow the words of George Bernard Shaw, some people see things as they are and say, why? I dream of things that never were and ask, why not? Ato ning binisayon, kay murag lisod man isabot. Lisod-lisod lagi ko ni Momar, ha? Anyway, pasabot ani, if you dream, ano sa may equivalent sa dream? Di ba vision? It is a vision. So, if a leader dreams for, and it's a vision, then he should do something. That's why pag ako mo damgo, ako ginang trabahoon. Di ba? So atong gaing nun, if you talk about your dream, walk the talk. Ayaw sigig damgo, trabaho Well, proof. Sa 68 billion nga gisubmit sa NEDA, nga na-approve na sa NEDA, murag 15 billion naman siguro ang nisud as of now. Thank you, Congressman Lau Portun. And the DPWH, the DOT, DA, daghan pa nga mga line agencies nga nakatabang sa ato. So again, some of these projects that will be funded through these sources, 68 billion nangutana pa mo. Number 1, Masao International Seaport. These are long-term projects. But we need to build a logistical highway connecting our economic zones from Tagibo down to Nasipit. So I've been discussing this with our neighbors, especially the province of Agusan del Norte under Governor Angel Matba Amanti Matba. If you want to build a plan, dapat tibuok, dili ka ng chap-chap. That's why, dili lang Butuan ang atong giplano. Atong giplano ang Butuan to complement with Agusan del Norte and its neighbors sa Caraga. Agusan del Sur, Surigao del Sur, Surigao del Norte, even Hinguog and Bukidnon. Then with the logistical highway, apil diha ang iconic bridge. This time, siguro minimum 6 lanes. Di na siguro 2 lanes. Minimum 6 lanes to 8 lanes nga bridge. Ang isa nga gi-approve sa NEDA also is a Butuan Skyway. Kaya atong Magsaysay Bridge, 2 lanes lang. Pero dito sa Loyo, 4 lanes na atong karsada. Diri sa Loyo, 4 lanes na ta. So sa may solution, siguro tapada ni natong bago nga tulay, siguro maghimo tag twin bridge sa Magsaysay Bridge diha. Pero pag abot diri sa Loyo, piot naman, maghimo na lang tag Skyway siguro diri sa atong GC Aquino. I-approve na ni sa NEDA, and phase 1 is already under full FS by the Department of Public Works and will be funded soon for a skyway connecting Magsaysay Bridge. Siguro phase 1 kutob lang sa siguro Robinson, then phase 2 padung sa airport. The next is the Masao Logistic Service Economic Zone, tapad sa atong Pantalan. Naapoy Tagibo Agro-Industrial Park, somewhere in the east. Huwag na po tayo Wood Industry Economic Zone, somewhere in Bansa. Tanawan ninyo Dito nga side, there will be our, kanang mga EC mo ng mga economic zone. Kanang blue, Butuan City, kanang UB, mo nang sa province, o Agusan del Norte. We will connect economic zones, all economic zones, and we will build our international port connecting Nasipit Port sa Nani. So we will develop this as one, and we want also our, in the future, our airport to be a gateway or international gateway for especially tourism. We are also preparing, kaya na naman ang National Program on Railway for Mindanao. We will also be preparing Butuan. Pag-abot anang a project very soon, it will be located somewhere here at the east. Gikan sa Davao, kay mo-proceed man ni siya Cagayan de Oro. So, posible ka na nga route sa logistical highway po siya moagi. So, it will be on that side. These are the conceptual plans, pero murag paspas man atong partner sa DPWH, ipangpunduhan naman niya ang uban seksyon aning logistical highway. Thank you, sirs, for a job well done. And lastly, atong Butuan Business IT Park, mao nang naa sa Libertad. So, we are now talking to possible investors for a PPP collaboration on that area. And these projects, we are talking about, na siya sa varying stage. Lain-lain na siya nga stage. Gasugod na ang uban na pa sa FS, pero ang uban gasugod na gyud, especially that logistical highway. Napoy mga LGU funded. Kung ato po di-compare, meager funds lang ang LGU. 20% development fund nato, medyo gamay-gamay ra gyud. Kaya nga atong budget is only like sa bagay, ni-increase ta from the previous 1.4, 1.5. This year, because of a good revenue collection, natay budget nga around 1.8 to 1.9 billion karon. Pero relatively gamay compared to Cagayan de Oro, which is around 4 to 5 billion, General Santos around 5 to 6 billion, Davao 6 to 7 billion, 1.9 taon ang Butuan. But again, we still have hope. So in infrastructure technology, especially on utilities and equipment, so funding from these projects are sourced out from our partnership with the national government and the private sector. So again, through NEDA RDC, we were able to propose a total of 68 billion. Again, I would like to reiterate this, 68 billion worth of infrastructure projects for the national agencies and international funding institution for the Official Development Assistance Fund. So daghan man siya nga mga pundo outside the Philippines. So ako nang i-mention, mo na to siya, Masao Port, Logistical Highway, Iconic Bridge, Butuan Skyway, Masao Tagibo, and Bansa, and Business IT Park. Kani siya. Through our internally generated funds and a loan facility from DBP, we were able to fund and scaling up of our facilities in order to meet the growing needs of our people. We allocated funding of 50 million to upgrade our landfill facility in Barangay Dumalagan. Then, we will finish the project in the South Market para maging functional na siya. And we will build a command center near the South Market together with the new PNP and the firefighting facility in that area. So diya na ibutang tanan centralized ang atong command center will be located in that area. Og naa natay pundo ato nang i-procure within this year, naa na ang full FS ana, it will be procured or it will be advertised siguro by next month. So ongoing na siya, funded na siya. So together with this, atong ibutang po dito ang atong data center. Kay kinahanglan tag data center, data management center, kay ang atong datos galatagaw. We need that data management center para klaro, dali kayo pagplano kung naana na nga mga datos. So again, kanipod naana ni siya sa procurement stage na po together with our command center. On top, ako na ning gimension kanina, part sa facility will be used sa atong 200 bed capacity sa BMC or sa Butuan Medical Center. Ongoing na ang FS ani, it might be procured late this year or early next year. Mahuman na ang full FS ani or ang plano. So this year, we have already allocated funding for the design and implementation na napoy pundo. So gasunod ra ni siya, pinaka-late ani is first quarter of next year, mabid out na ni siya nga mga projects. Then we have to finish the South Market and we want also to finish the South Transport Terminal. Ato po ning tiwason, ongoing ang FS karon. So funding for site development is already in place. Again, from DBP funds, it will be started by next year siguro. So we have also allocated fund for our warehousing for our General Services Office, amounting to 4.5 million. So again, also around 4.4 million for sa atong records and archives para kuha po atong record management system. So some of our infrastructure priorities are already on the spot-on mode. So ang uban ani kasugod na actually. So for urgent on the basic infra, na ay 20% sa atong Butuan City government, 50% ani atong gi-allocate sa drainage system nato to connect sa main drainage system sa gihimo sa national government DPWH para makonect ni siya tanan atong mga gagmay nga drainage system sa atong mga dagko nga drainage system. Natapod tay gamay nga rehabilitation o maintenance sa atong road projects, around 30% of the 20% development fund. Og napod tay gigahin nga 20% or equivalent to 36 million for water system projects. So again, I would like also to thank DPWH sa ilang ongoing drainage system, urban drainage system projects for the city of Butuan, which they poured in around 500 million as counterpart. DPWH again has poured in 500 million. So for the road concreting implementation, it is still ongoing until we have covered all the 305 kilometers of uncemented roads in the city. So again, the same with our water system. The implementation is ongoing until we were able to provide accessible and potable water to the farthest far-flung barangays. We were also on the spot on other scale-up facilities like on-brand improvement of City Hall building. Ato na taon ning gipintalan para malimpyo ang sa gawas, pero ato po ning pintalan ang sa sulod pohon. So again, we'd like also to improve the city government facilities and the public schools and other LGU facilities. Nanapod na yung mga ongoing projects for that. So on the infrastructure technology, equipment and other utilities, we are spot on the following. In partnership with DICT, the phase 1 for this has been ongoing na, ang DICT projects. Siguro atong balikan, as you may well know, the bulk water facility for Butuan City was already completed and became operational in 2016 with 30 million liters capacity per day. Naay feasibility study nga atong gikandak last year together with the Japanese engineering firm or consultants to develop another 50 MLD filtration facility para maato nang ma-address ang atong future plans. Tudugangan natong 50 MLD ang atong 30 karon. Kay grabe ang increase sa demand sa Butuan. So we need to build another 330 million facility in addition sa atong 30 nga gihimo last time. So maybe it will be bid out late this year. Then project can commence early next year for the development of that facility. So di na ta magproblema. Siguro makaligo na tatanan. So at present, we have also newly purchased dump trucks and heavy equipments. We have also purchased dump trucks and heavy equipments. So, all in all, around 10 big trucks with 19 heavy equipments and 43 small ones for our garbage collection. These big equipments are intended for the road rehabilitation, especially dito sa atong kabukiran nagtuwa na sila karon, nag-aksyon na sila. Kinsay taga-barangay nung dere, murag tuwa sa inyo ang mga ekwipo karon. Kinsay tuwa sa mga barangay Mandamo, kaning pinakalayo. Tuwa ang mga ekwipo karon. Ga-repair na sa ilang mga mga kalsada. So there are two sets on the east and the west. So again, I would like to inform the public that we acquired the top-of-the-line, top brands of these equipments. For the trucks, it's Hino, the #1 truck maker in Japan, and for the heavy, it's Caterpillar heavy equipments. So, infrastructure is in the bedrock of any great city. Careful planning and design separates good from great. Rest assured that we are firm in our resolve to realize this vision of making this city great again. So in closing, I would like to bring back to the essence of this address. So, where are we now versus where we are headed? What must be addressed to ensure that we get there? These are the questions. So, to be a city ascending, to be truly competitive and a livable and sustainable city, we must have infrastructure in place, especially utilities, roads and bridges, technology infrastructure, and scaled-up facilities. Importante gid ang infrastruktura. Number 2, we must have peace and order. We must have a safe place to live, visit, and to do business in. Contrary to some misinformation and exaggerated posting on social media, Butuan is a safe place. We are still one of the safest places among key cities in Mindanao. Yes, make no mistake in this stabilizing peace and order here. Don't ever try it. We are safe and we will remain to be. We urge all stakeholders, police, barangay institutions, and individual citizens, enforcers, enablers, educators, to strengthen and safeguard our peace and order situation in Butuan. Number 3 also, we have to be in respective areas. I am pleased to acknowledge the notable leveling up of City Hall employees. So, palakpakan po nato sila. They have embraced the transformational requirements of the journey. At least majority of them has already embraced the requirements of that journey. Basig mo sunod na ning iban. With the proper enablers in place, we can expect more spot-on stories from here on. So, where are we in our journey? Asa naman tadapit? So, it's for you to say where I sit. We've switched on and we're spot on. So again, we need a call for action. This time we need a call for action. So my message is not complete without me thanking our greatest partners, especially in this journey. Ang atong partner, the 14th Sangguniang Panglungsod of Butuan City, headed by Vice Mayor Joboy Aquino, the father of Sanggunian, to the Honorable Councilors Glenn Karampatana, Ferdy Nalcott, Derek Plaza, Rema Bordius, Cromwell Nortega, Omar Andaya, Cherry May Busa, Vincent Rosario, Ernest Sanchez, and John Hill Unay. My sincerest thanks to you. And not to forget our very energetic Congressman Lau Fortun. We thank you for the trust, the support, and the most especially the commitment to our shared vision for our city. We thank you for respecting and honoring diversity in views and perspectives among yourselves and with your executive partner. Thank you for fully embracing the journey challenges and helping us steer towards our destination. May I also acknowledge the newly installed ex-officios in the SP, in the Sangguniang Panglungsod, that complete the 14th Sanggunian. Our SK Federation President, Wen Kok Chiang, second, and the newly elected ABC President, Ma'am Gemma Tabada. Much of what we have gained, especially in pouring infrastructure investment to our city, would not have been possible without the efforts. Again, I would like to thank this fellow, Congressman Lawrence Fortun, to our executive partners, the chief of offices of our executive branch, salamat kadyaw, for embracing the challenge. I thank you for stretching yourselves out of your comfort zones. I also urge you to hasten your Switch On project and delight our people with more spot-on stories. So to our partners, the RLAs, the People's Organization, the non-government organization, the academe, the civil society organization, the religious sector, the media. To all of you who shared our vision of a city ascending, thank you for your continued support. But we need to continue our work together in bringing Butuan back to greatness. A special clarion call to all private sectors, especially the businessmen. As we are building Butuan, as a great city for investors, please do not be late. Big national prospectors are already coming. So, ang Butuan para man sa inyo. Butuan is for you. So be early bird para makuha ninyo ang worm. Diba? Early bird gets worm. So, be on board as early as now, especially sa business sector. So, to our newly elected barangay leaders, you are our partners in development. So, together, let's create spot-on stories through services. So, again, para ba maabot nato ang real government service to the people. And to our newly minted SKU youth leaders, kaning mga atong mga kabatanunan, special mention gid ni para sa inyo. You are always referred to as the hope of the motherland. Kamu gyud, kamu ang pag-asa sa atong motherland. I salute you for even as early as now, you have shown that with a movement like na inyong gimugna, kanang lihok na, action is needed. Action needed will bridge between, it can bridge between our dreams and our vision. So daghang salamat kadyaw, spot on na kita mga suon ko, ikaw ug ako, para sa bagong Butuan. Salamat kadyaw. Thank you very much.
Honorable Chair.
The Honorable Vincent Rizal Rosario is recognized.
May I respectfully move to accept the report of the Honorable City Mayor Engineer Ronnie Vicente Conde Lagnada and to form part in the Sangguniang Panglungsod records.
Mr. Chair, I second the motion.
It has been moved by the Honorable Vincent Rizal Rosario, duly seconded by Honorable Joseph Omar Ondaya, that the report of the City Mayor, Engineer Ronnie Conde Vicente Lagnada, be accepted and to form part in the SP records. Any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, motion is approved.
Chairman.
Honorable Derek Plaza is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I respectfully move to lift the suspended rules.
I second the motion, Mr. Chairman.
It has been moved and duly seconded. Honorable Derek Plaza, duly seconded by Honorable John Hill Unay, to lift the suspended rules. Any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, motion is approved.
Honorable Chair.
Honorable the SP Secretary, please, item number 9, 11.
Item 11, calendar of business. Number 1, urgent matters, none. Number 2, unfinished business, none. Number 3, business for the day, none. Number 4, unassigned business, none. Item 12, proposed ordinances for third reading, none. Item 13, other matters, none. Item 14, adjournment.
Honorable Chair.
Yes, the Honorable Wen Kok Lim Chang is recognized.
I respectfully move for the adjournment of this afternoon's session.
Special session will now adjourn at exactly 4:35 in the afternoon.
Resolutions in 2017. Substantive legislation that shape the city's competitiveness and ensure the city's sustainability. All these in support of our vision of a city ascending. Headed by the energetic father of the 14th Sangguniang Panlungsod, Vice Mayor Joboy S. Aquino II. The SP members, composed of professionals and champions for greater service to our people, true partners of transformation and development. The best work and result-based accountability is a cooperative effort between legislative and executive. The 14th Sangguniang Panlungsod of Butuan City, true partners of the city's transformation. The 14th Sangguniang Panlungsod of Butuan City, key partners and co-architects. The 14th Sangguniang Panlungsod of Butuan City, key partners and co-architects in building a city ascending. Passed 339 ordinances and 600 resolutions in 2017. Substantive legislation that shape the city's competitiveness and ensure the city's sustainability. All these in support of our vision of a city ascending. Headed by the energetic father of the 14th Sangguniang Panlungsod, Vice Mayor Joboy S. Aquino II. The SP members, composed of professionals and champions for greater service to our people, true partners of transformation and development. The best work and result-based accountability is a cooperative effort between legislative and executive. The 14th Sangguniang Panlungsod of Butuan City, true partners of the city's transformation.
Maukadto ang pahayag ni Butuan City Mayor Ronnie Vicente Lagnada sa iyang unang State of the City Address karong adlaw ug ang maong pahayag ni dagan og halos o sobra duha ka oras samtang bisan og adunay technical nga problema kagaina hinungdan nga naputol ang atong live telecast apan sa katibukan nahimong nagmalampuson gihapon ang State of the City Address ni Mayor Ronnie Vicente Lagnada.
Times becomes the norm. Individual action becomes a collective power when it transforms who we are, what we look out for, what we live for. And when we are able to transform the world we live in, our destination becomes our destiny. Transformation is defined by action. Transformation is enlivened by action. This is what Lihok Na is all about. We turn individual action to collective power for transformation. Lihok Na has 7 cornerstones. Live the dream. We are focused on realizing our vision. individual is key. I make the difference. My individual action matters. Hand in hand, we create our future. We partner with everyone. Together, we make a difference. Own the journey. Own the process. Individually, we are accountable. Collectively, we deliver. Know your network. We are interconnected with people and groups with shared vision. Now, not later. We act now. We cannot delay. We do not postpone. Amazing adventure. We make the journey fun. We make it awesome for everyone.